Okay, so we're back again for another episode of advice to junior developers. And should you be or become a self-taught developer, right? Should you start learning by yourself, not join any boot camps or do any degrees, and then go ahead and get a job, right? Is it worth it? Is it worth it in 2024? The simple answer, I'm just going to say that if you want to become a developer or coder or programmer, whatever you want to call it, and that's your ambition, and maybe university is not for you, or maybe it's a bit too expensive, then the answer is yes, you should become self-taught. And let me tell you why, right? The first example that I can give is me. I started in development by learning by myself. I taught myself React, taught myself JavaScript, taught myself a bit of Java as well. And then based on the React projects that I built, that's how I got my first job, right? So simple as that. That's something that's worked for me. How different does that make you ahead of other graduates that are also looking for a job, or other individuals that are also, in today's market, things are quite competitive. So you're not competing with just people at the same level with no experience, but you're also competing with people with a lot more experience that are willing to take junior roles, right? So the landscape of the market right now is a little bit difficult. So bear that in mind, when you are trying to self-learn. But also, you have to understand that the market will rebound as well. So, time will come when things will go relatively back to normal. Doesn't mean that they'll be hiring like crazy, but hiring will somewhat stabilize. The junior market is always a bit challenging because, bringing juniors on means investment, and also, companies need to give time. They have to also consider like potentiality of like churn as well, particularly at a junior level, because people get 1 year experience and leave. It's pretty normal, but we won't really get into that. The simple fact is that don't let learning by yourself, or being called a self-taught developer, put you off. Loads of people have got into the career by just learning by themselves. So if that's something you want to do, and maybe you're in a different career right now, do it because it worked for me, right? It's that simple. But just make sure that you choose the particular languages that would benefit you in the career path that you want to go down on, and then that would work out absolutely fine. So yeah, give it some thought and do the research you need to do. Make sure you know what kind of roles or what kind of tech they're using in the role that you want to do. Learn it and then just start applying. You will get a lot of rejections, right? You will, okay? I must have got thousands before I finally got that final job. And once you get that job, it'll be well worth the time and effort you put into applying, and also learning as well. But make sure that you're showcasing your skills by building projects. That's the most important thing. That was key for me to get my role as well. Showcasing a project I've already built, explaining what I've done, why I built it like that, what particular tech I used to build that. So make sure that it's full stack, both front end and back end. Any languages that you want, to be honest, whatever you're comfortable with. But just build, couple, 2 or 3 good ones, right, that you can showcase, and then take it from there. So yeah, if you need to become a if self-taught is the only route that you've got, or maybe you're working at the moment, so it definitely is the better options, then take it. It will be worth it.